Exploring the deep web can be incredibly useful, but only if you do it safely. Unlike the surface web, where you can browse freely with few consequences, the deep web, and especially the dark web, requires a strong layer of protection. Let's walk through the essential tools you should be using to stay safe, private, and anonymous. 1. Tor browser. If there's one tool you need to explore the dark web, it's this one. Tor stands for the Onion Router. It routes your internet traffic through multiple servers around the world, called nodes, making your activity almost impossible to trace. Tor also gives you access to .onion sites, which aren't accessible through Chrome or Firefox. The Tor browser is free, open source, and maintained by a nonprofit dedicated to internet freedom. But remember, Tor isn't magic. It protects your traffic, but not your behavior. More on that later. 2. Tails OS. Tails stands for the Amnesic Incognito Live System. It's a portable operating system that you can boot from a USB stick, leaving no trace on the machine you're using. It routes all internet connections through Tor by default and comes with built-in encryption tools. If you're doing anything sensitive, research, whistleblowing, or just protecting your identity, Tails is a game changer. It's like having a digital invisibility cloak. 3. VPN Virtual Private Network. A VPN adds another layer of privacy by encrypting your internet traffic and hiding your IP address, even before Tor. Some people use a VPN before connecting to the Tor network for added anonymity. This setup is called Tor over VPN. Make sure to choose a VPN that has a strict no-logs policy and is based in a privacy-friendly country. Proton VPN and Mullvad are popular among privacy enthusiasts. 4. Virtual machines VMs. A virtual machine lets you run a second operating system inside your existing one, like a sandbox. Why is this useful? If you accidentally download malware or visit a malicious site, it only affects the virtual environment, not your actual computer. Use software like VirtualBox or VMware to create a secure testing ground. For extra protection, combine a VM with Tails or a privacy-hardened Linux distro. 5. Secure browsers and add-ons. Even outside of Tor, you should harden your browser. Consider using Brave, LibreWolf, or Firefox with privacy extensions. Must-have add-ons include uBlock Origin, blocks ads and malicious scripts. NoScript lets you control which sites run JavaScript. HTTPS Everywhere forces encrypted connections when available. Remember, less is more. The more extensions you add, the more fingerprintable you become. 6. Password managers and two-factor auth. If you're signing into accounts or research platforms, use a trusted password manager like Bitwarden or 1Password. Enable two-factor authentication, 2FA, whenever possible, ideally using an app like Authy, not SMS. Weak passwords are still one of the biggest threats, even on the deep web. 7. Encrypted communication tools. If you're talking to sources, teammates, or just want private chats, use encrypted messaging apps. Signal is the gold standard. For email, ProtonMail or Tutanota offer end-to-end encryption and operate from privacy-respecting jurisdictions. PGP encryption is also key for email privacy, and we'll cover that in more detail later in the course. Staying safe on the deep web isn't about being paranoid. It's about being smart, prepared, and intentional. With these tools, you'll have a strong foundation for exploring with confidence. In the next video, we'll talk about operational security, the personal habits that matter just as much as the tools you use. See you there.